18 kilometres north of Karamea, the most northern town on New Zealand's South Island's west coast, is an awesome starting point to any holiday. It was smack in the middle of summer and I had just arrived from Motueka with time in hand, not having to rush. And I found a tidy little spot for me and Blackie to park up out of the wind for the night. I'll be working my way down the South Island on the west coast to Lake Haurako, New Zealand's deepest lake, which is in Fiordland. At Lake Haurako I will do a jet boat ride down to the bottom coast and then chop it back up to where my bike will be. So keep an eye out for this and watch this space. With the camp up and running, it was time to pay for my campsite. The idea is these camps have varying levels of facilities, and this is a basic camp. It's $8 a night. And what you do, you fill in the details here, name, area, registration, and you do the same on this one. You put this part in your bike or in your car and you put this one with the money into this here. The Department of Conservation have 200 campsites throughout New Zealand, all with varying levels of facilities. Some are serviced with power, showers and cooking amenities, while this site only has toilets and running water. I should warn you, being out of the wind has serious drawbacks. The sandflies are as thick as dust on a desert road and meaner than a junkyard dog. They won't settle on you while you move around, so let's keep moving and check out where the Heaphy Track comes out. For those wishing to start at the Nelson end of the Heaphy Track, there is a 75-year-old man who can drive your car the 5 hours around to this end, so it is waiting for you. He then walks or bikes the 78 kilometres back to the start to pick up his own vehicle. He's still going and has done the walk more than 500 times. The vehicle relocation service costs $420, which would be economical if there are 4 or more. From here, it's 14 kilometres to the amazing Operara Arches. Ride my mountain bike, I was here a couple of years ago and it was a 40k round trip, and that's where I came out. Karamea is becoming very like what's happened to Motueka. For years there was only about 560 odd people living in the area for the last 10 years. Now there's over 1,000 and growing fast. It's all to do with the New Zealanders that came back. Everyone's going crazy looking for alternative lifestyles. They're coming back into the country cashed up. Back to COVID-free New Zealand. Well, the facilities are second to none. Beautifully put together. Apparently the sawmilling companies built the road, and it was a very contentious thing apparently. So what do you think of that? When I did the Fenian Track, I didn't get this point of view. The Fenian Track comes from further south through this bush, and there's a viewpoint just up there. The Fenian 4-hour walk and mountain bike track is one of the most stunning rainforests in New Zealand. It travels not far up from Karamea, up through a gorge, the Oparara Gorge, following the river, and it follows the river all the way around to where the Moira gates were, and it goes back around to the car park. Helen Clark's Labor government poured $3 million into the making of the track. I made a video about it and left a link below if you feel like watching it. Karamea has a unique and relaxed off-the-beaten-track quality about it. The area is a natural wonderland bordered by Kahurangi National Park and the Tasman Sea. With its mild climate and beautiful surroundings, there is much to do and see. Karamea's population is expanding just like Motueka has done. In fact, Karamea is being called the new Motueka. I got the feeling local residents have mixed feelings about that. After enjoying lunch, I headed south out through Karamea's CBD, the 50 kilometres to Sedenville on a road born for motorcycles. The climb up and over the Radiant Range, like the Tākaka Hill near Motueka, is high and spectacular with great views to the south. That must be Denniston up in there. There must be so much to see up there. Can't wait to get up there and have a look. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and for me, trees are the most beautiful of all. I was blown away by the magnificence of these forest giants in full blossom, counting myself lucky being here at the right time of the year. Good morning. Well, I've just come over that big hill up there, and from Karamea. So now the plan is today go up to the hotel that's just up the road there at Sedenville, and I want to go out to Charming Creek. It's up in the hills behind it. From here, we follow the road behind the tavern to the end of Chalmers Creek Road. The 75 kilometre Old Ghost Road is one of the world's most spectacular mountain bike rides and crosses from the Murchison Mountains through here, up, across the tops and down into the Mokahohonui River, and follows it right around to the tavern. The tavern gets all the mountain bikers and trampers business and does very well out of it. When I did it, it was an anti-climax, and then my lift didn't arrive. I didn't have my cash card with me because I did it a day earlier and I didn't think I'd be out that early, so my lift came 8 hours late with a stuffed gearbox. So we got yeah, that was quite a drama. That's another story. But I sat in that pub reading newspapers for 8 hours. Well, I've just got to the end of the road, had a bit of a bite to eat, and been greeted by the locals. So let's go and see what's gone down here. I'm not sure what this area is for, but think it might have been something to do with coal. I like the way they paint all these this old stuff brown. It's quite a cool colour in my book. What's that? A lister? What is it? A gardener? No name. Look at all the valve gear. Oh, amazing. What fascinates me with these kind of locations is the mystery and not knowing how it all started, and appreciating the hardships that were endured with the effort long ago. These kind of places raise more questions than answers. There are approximately 168 people living in Granity who are amongst the thousands of homeowners defranchised because of accelerating coastal erosion. Insurance is designed to protect against risk, not certainty. They can no longer insure their homes and nobody wants to buy them. Granity is being eaten alive. About 18 months ago, coming up here from the Burt Munro week, a supermoon and a huge storm came together with a full tide. The sea crossed the state highway in 3 places and reached some of these homes. Right, up to Stockton. Probably get into cloud up there. It took me 3 minutes to get to this point. I got the impression I wasn't able to go any further, and I was low on fuel. I wasn't quite sure what to do, to be honest. I was disappointed because not having access to the Stockton roads and having to give the historic Denniston Plateau a miss. So, before heading to Westport, I'll explore Millerton. These 2 photos from 1910 in the Millerton Hotel, which closed in 1974. And the Millerton Soccer Club, known as the Millerton All Blacks, were twice runner-ups in the Chatham Cup, New Zealand's knockout football competition in 1932 and 1933. That road you're looking at over there is the one I came up. Oh, you're kidding. Oh well, I'll take a spin down the main street and head off to the seal colony. I've had a nice lunch in Westport. Now I'm crossing the Buller River. That's no small river. Cape Foulwind. I believe Cape Foulwind was named by Captain Cook in 1770 after being blown off course by the prevailing westerly winds. A female New Zealand fur seal lives at the same colony all her life. After giving birth in late November and mating a week or so later, she takes feeding trips to sea for a few days at a time, followed by up to 7 days nursing her playful pups. Coming off Cape Foulwind towards the main highway that follows down the coast to Charleston, where I'll stay the night. There's no hurry and I'm feeling good, especially on a day like this. Charleston Medicamp, as you can see, lots of grass, lots of space, and here's my spot here. Yeah, it's 5 to 5, so I'll have to get my gear back on. I've had a nice shower and head off down to the beach. Yep, it was that time of the day when one can drop down a gear or two and do a slow cruise and check out the local beaches. With temperatures still in the mid-20s, thoughts of a nice cool beer at Charleston's Tavern were growing stronger by the minute. Thanks for watching. Please give me the thumbs up if you got something out of the video, and press the bell below if you want to be automatically notified when my videos are uploaded. Tomorrow I ride to Greymouth and check out Shantytown. On the way, Punakaikai Pancake Rocks get a bit of a thrash. While at Punakaikai, I head inland to Bullock Creek Road towards Cave Creek.